Hi everyone, welcome again to another weekly lesson from Teacher Joseph. And today I'm here with my friend Cris, who's joining us from Spain. Cris, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm Cris. I'm from Spain, from Galicia. I work as a publicist and I have a dog.
Oh, very nice. What kind of dog do you have?
I have a beagle. I'm more of a cat person, though, but I have a dog. Things
Oh,
happens.
yes, that's a sausage dog, the beagle, isn't it? It looks like a little sausage, the long one. Yeah?
No, no, that's the tekel one. That's a tekel.
Oh, what type is your dog again, did you say?
Beagle.
A beagle. Oh, and there's another one called a teckle, you say. Yeah, that's a
Yes.
sausage dog. Oh,
Yeah.
I always get them confused. They look kind of the same. Yeah, would you say?
No, no, I
No?
wouldn't say that. I mean, the beagle is higher and has the tekel also have long ears, but the beagle is more similar to a hound dog.
Ah, okay, I see. Oh, very interesting. I'm not sure we know that here, because certainly around where I live, there's a few sausage dogs, but I think they might be beagles, maybe. I don't
Mm,
know. Yeah,
it can
interesting.
be.
Yeah, interesting. All right then, very good. Very good. Well, how was your day, Cris?
It was a nice day, a nice Sunday.
Very nice, very nice. Well, for me, I was just looking at the difference between the words vicious and viscous.
Oh
Yeah.
wow!
Do you know both those words, vicious and viscous?
I mean, vicious. I don't know how to explain it in English. I mean, someone very ruthless.
Yeah, ruthless. Yeah, basically it's about revenge and how you
Yeah,
get your revenge on someone. You can be like if I come to steal your TV, for example, you know, yeah,
exactly.
you want revenge. You can be
Yeah,
vicious. Yeah. And
yeah.
viscous is like a thick liquid,
Yeah.
usually from volcanoes. That's usually
Oh.
viscous type of lava. Yes, yes. Well, Cris is joining me today to talk about idioms because everyone loves idioms, don't they?
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite idiom, Cris, would you say?
That's a tough one. I mean, I wrote it down some of them.
Yeah.
Hmm, I have a favorite one that you told me the last class that
Okay, tell me.
I don't quite remember the one with the lights off. Someone there, but with the lights off.
Oh,
How
the
it
lights
was.
are on, but nobody's home.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. I love that idiom.
yeah.
The
So if
lights
someone doesn't really catch your meaning,
Yeah,
look at
yeah,
them
I
and say,
love that one.
"Oh, the lights are on, but nobody's home. They're not reacting to what I said."
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my favorite one, probably.
Uh, Yeah, that's a good one. I quite like the one, um, he's not the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Yeah,
That's quite
another
a good
one.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
about a knife being in the drawer. Yeah, not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Oh, very good, very good. Yeah,
Uh,
English, we
I
use
wrote
loads of idioms. Tell me. Mhm.
another one that I like, but I think it's Irish because I heard of it from an Irish series.
Okay.
Cut yourself on. Cut yourself on. It's like wise up, grow up.
To, to cut yourself on.
Catch
Oh, to
yourself
catch
on.
yourself on.
Yeah.
Uh, that sounds very Irish because they often use self with their idioms. They often emphasize the person. Oh, very
I didn't
interesting
know
to
that.
catch yourself on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They have some different idioms. This is the thing about the idioms, they're original.
Yeah.
They don't always work. And yeah, I was watching Judge Judy. You know that American judge that hates everyone on
Yeah.
American TV. Yeah, and she sometimes uses idioms, and I just don't catch it. When I watch American reality shows, my understanding can drop down to about 80%.
Oh wow.
What was the one she used recently that I didn't? Oh yeah, going south. Yeah.
Oh yeah, when something goes wrong, it goes
Yeah.
south. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were going on holiday. I thought, oh, something's going south, must be going to South America, maybe. But uh, yeah,
So
going
sweet,
south
but
is, yeah, we don't use that here. Um, we just say something isn't working, something's gone a bit
yeah,
nuts, or something's gone off. Yeah. Mm.
I like that one too.
Yeah, I like that one as well. I hear them in the movies, in the American movies.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, anyway, tell us, why are you learning English? And obviously you speak it very well, but why are you learning it? Tell me.
Well, I through all my academic life, I failed at English at
Oh,
high school, at the
ah,
university. Yeah,
yeah,
but 5 years ago, I started to learn English like a challenge for myself, like to prove myself that I can communicate in English, that I could do it. And right now I can communicate in English. I
nice.
have pronunciation mistakes, I have grammar mistakes, but overall, I mean, I have a conversation with you every week in our classes. So I mean, you understand me more or less, but
Of
you get me.
course.
So
Yeah,
the work is done.
we all have pronunciation issues, even me. Do you know, I was making a podcast last week and I just couldn't get the words out. And I
Yeah.
had to re-record it and re-record it. And I just kept getting my words the wrong way round. We all have those little moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What's been your biggest challenge, would you say, with English? What's been the hardest thing?
I wouldn't say, I mean, for example, now that we are talking about idioms, but another structure that is difficult when you are learning are also phrasal verbs. Idioms and phrasal verbs are quite difficult to
Yeah.
get.
Yeah, they can be. They can be. And that's another thing which can be a little bit regional. There are certain ones which
Yeah,
are used, even expressions. Do you know the word already?
yeah,
Already. In American English, they use it different from us. For example, if I say, I've done that job already, it means it's been done.
yeah,
But in American English, they use it as the imperative. For example, shut that door already. It means do it
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Ah, well, that came as a bit of a shock. I had an American boss once. Dear, yeah, she was using already all over the place. Anyway, tell me again about your next favorite idiom. Tell me your next favorite one.
For example, I have we don't cry uncle. Have you heard of this one? We don't cry uncle.
No, I haven't heard that. We don't cry uncle. What
Yeah,
does it mean?
it's like we don't give up. You
Right.
you have to take in mind that I have over my phone more than 1,000 notes with a lot of phrases, idioms. So I don't know where this come from. So maybe it's from a series like Peaky Blinders or Downton Abbey or American one. I don't know. But yes, we don't
Say
cry
it again for
uncle.
me. We don't cry uncle.
We don't cry uncle. An idiom that means we don't give up. I mean, we are not going to end crying. We are going to do it and we are going to win, whatever it is.
I've heard one, we don't cry out loud. I wonder
Mm,
if maybe that's, it's definitely uncle, is it?
maybe I don't know. I mean, another one with cry very famous is what, but it has a different meaning, like cry me a river,
Oh yeah, Cry Me a River.
but
Yeah.
has a different meaning.
But for you, it's uncle, as in Spanish tío. Mm,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. We
yeah,
don't cry uncle. I mean, we don't
beyond.
give up.
Yeah. Do you remember the song? We don't cry out loud. We keep it inside. Oh.
No, very dramatic, but no.
Oh yeah, it's a lovely song. It's all about oh, who sang that? We don't cry out loud. It's a really nice song. It's of course British people, we're taught not to show our emotions, and the lyrics
Yeah.
are we don't cry out loud, we keep it inside. Learn how to control our feelings. Yeah, very British. I'll need to look and see who sang that. There's been a few people. Oh, was it Carly Simon? We don't cry. Oh, I'll have to check. But anyway, Yeah. Okay. Give me another one.
Be full of it. Oh, you are full of it.
Yeah. Yeah. If someone's talking nonsense, you can say, "Oh, you're
Yeah,
full of it."
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Exactly.
very common. Yeah. We use that a lot around here. Oh, you're full of it.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. I wonder what it was. Probably
Mm,
something rude, I suppose.
I can say the word, but you don't want me to.
Yeah, I think I can probably guess what it is. Yeah, it's
Okay.
something we say to each other. Oh, you're full of it. Shut up. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's a common one. Um, yeah. Uh, you're full of it. Yeah. There's some really funny ones though. You know.
Yeah.
Can you think of any that are really funny idioms?
I mean, we also talk talk about this one,
Yeah.
our last session. I mean, that Bob's your uncle. Bob's your uncle. That's a funny one. I mean, that's a good one.
Yeah, yeah. It's when you finish a job, you can say, "There you go, Bob's your uncle."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I ask myself, there's another idiom with the aunt or not? It's only with the uncle.
No, no, you can. When you say Bob's your uncle, the response is, "And Fanny is your aunt."
That's
Fanny's
true.
your aunt.
It's
Yeah,
true. I knew that it was a response with the aunt or something like that.
yeah.
Exactly.
Well, you can say both as well. Oh, Bob's your uncle. Fanny's your aunt.
Yeah.
It's a little bit strange, that, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's a funny one. It's like a casual one.
Yeah, one I like is cooking with gas. That's when everything's going well. You can say, "Oh, cooking with gas." It means
What?
everything's running smoothly. Yeah. It's quite a
I didn't know one. That one.
yeah, cooking with gas. Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah. Mm. Wow. Yeah, there's loads of them. And another one of my favorites is like a knife going through butter. She spent money like a knife going through butter.
Yeah.
It's quite a good one. Yeah, yeah. Very, very interesting. Yeah. So tell me, what's been, would you say, the most difficult thing about learning vocabulary? Are you someone that just remembers words? You just pick them up and you remember them? Or would you say it's much harder than that?
I think it's much harder than that. I remember when I started to learn English that I wrote it down in a notebook, and one way of studying vocabulary it was to cover the word in Spanish and try to remember the meaning,
Yeah.
like shoes, zapatos, and stuff like that.
Ah,
And I I still like paying so much attention about what I listen in podcasts, well,
oh
on
yeah.
podcasts, on series and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yes, I wrote it down the words, and it's true that maybe I don't remember in the moment, but when I hear the word again, it's like, oh, I know this word from something. Maybe I get it from the context because I already did the work of wrote it down the word and study the meaning.
You've written it down. Yeah, yeah. Well, the way I learned Spanish vocabulary was I had this book that taught me word association. So, for example, if I
Yeah,
wanted to learn the Spanish word for onion, cebolla, yeah,
yeah,
I had to make an English phrase from cebolla. For example, oh, they boil you in here, don't they? Oh, it's so hot, you know?
yeah.
And that was how I learned a lot of words. But it's not the best way of doing it, I think.
Because it takes so much time. If you have to do that with every word, it's going to be difficult.
That's true. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Yeah, yeah. Wow. Do you have another idiom for us, Chris? Go on. Give us an
Of
idiom.
course, one of that I like a lot is a short one, nice and easy. Nice and easy. I use this a lot.
Nice and easy. Give me an
Yeah.
example of when you would use that.
I don't know. Oof, I really don't know. Nice and easy. I don't know. Let's going to do this job nice and easy. Oh, for example, no, another. I have another better word. to the dentist, for example, that is a quite a scary moment.
Okay.
It's
Uh-huh.
like the dentist can tell you like, okay, this we are going to do this nice and easy. I mean, don't worry, it's going to be okay.
Ah, yeah, I understand. I have a funny version of that I often use. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Oh, please, that's a good one. That's a funny one.
Yeah,
Easy peasy lemon
it's
squeezy.
easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's and for people who don't know, it's from the verb to squeeze. Go, when
yeah,
you squeeze something and the juice comes out. Yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, that came from one of our kids' TV shows in the 1970s called Sooty, who was a
yeah,
little bear. Sooty coming from the word soot.
yeah,
SOOT, the black stuff that comes from the chimney.
yeah.
Um, yeah, but that's probably politically incorrect now to call a bear sooty because of his
Mm,
color, I guess. I suppose we're not allowed to do that anymore. Yeah. Oh, some great idioms. Yeah, go on. Do you have another one for us?
mm, now that I was thinking of this one, I don't know if it's an idiom, but for example, when you start to talk about a complicated topic,
Hmm.
and someone tells you like, let's not go down to this road.
Or let's not go down that road.
That
Yeah.
road,
Let's not go
exactly.
down
Let's
that
not.
road.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another one I say a lot. Yeah. Or you can simply say, let's not go there. Let's not
Yeah.
go to that place. Yeah. Mm.
Oh, I have two more. Now
Mhm.
it's all
Yeah,
coming up.
tell me.
For example, that's the one. This one I learned from series. I'm pronouncing the word series horribly. I don't know, but I'm sorry for that. Playing by ear.
We lost you there just for a second. Yeah, so it's playing by ear. Is that right?
Playing
Yeah.
by ear. Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you would use give us an example of when you would use that, if you can remember.
For example, if you travel to London this weekend and someone is telling you like at 9 a.m. in the morning we are going to do this and then that, and you can tell,
Yeah.
okay, let's play it by ear better. Let's see what is happened. Let's go out from the hotel and just
Yeah,
walk
play
to
it by
see the city.
ear.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It it comes from the idea of if you're playing a musical instrument,
yeah,
you won't play it exactly as the script says. You play
yeah,
it just with your fingers, remembering the
uh,
melody. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. I do that sometimes. I have a piano behind me here, but my cat, he likes to jump on it. Yeah, I'm surprised he's not broken it because my cat is heavy. He likes his foods.
It's
Yeah.
chubby.
Yeah, yeah. I was here earlier and it was just like this huge noise. Do you know, it's really weird. Um, when he moves, he's got a really heavy foot. You can hear him walking about. Yeah, I woke up the other night thinking, is there somebody in here? It was the cats walking around.
Oh god.
Ah, it's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, cats have loads of idioms, don't they? Curiosity killed the cat. The
Oh
cat's out of
yeah,
the bag is another one.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Ah, I love animal idioms. I can't think of any with dogs though. Um,
No,
no, I don't. I
with
can't.
elephants.
Oh,
There's an
yeah.
let's talk about the elephant on the room. No,
Oh,
how is
elephant
this
in the room.
in the
Yeah,
room, in the room,
yeah, the elephant in the
in the
room. Yeah,
room?
that's a very common one. That's
Yeah,
yeah. A bull in a china shop is another one.
yeah,
Yeah. If someone's very loud and
yeah,
aggressive, yeah, he's like a bull in a china shop. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, they're funny, aren't they? They're funny. And how's life in Spain these days? What's been happening over there? Anything exciting? Just the usual things?
I think that's the usual things. I mean, nothing much to tell. Truth be
Yeah,
told, I mean,
yeah. Would you recommend people learn Spanish? Do you think it's a cool language or not?
yeah, of course. I mean, I recommend people to learn a lot of language. If you talk a lot of languages, the world is going to open in front of you. So yes, I encourage to learn Spanish, French, Italian, wherever it suits you. You do it because you are going to be happier.
It depends on the teacher, doesn't it? It's
Well, yeah, that's true.
yeah. I had a Spanish teacher once. She hated everyone, and yeah, she was quite vicious, you know. Oh, Joseph, you don't remember that word? Stab, stab, stab. Oh dear.
No. I mean, I'm going to take off the knife of my back if you could.
Yeah, take the how do
The
we say
knife.
that in English? Take the knives out of your back. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we often say that if we've had a hard day fighting with colleagues, before you go to bed, you can say, I need to spend a few minutes taking the knives out my back,
Yeah.
out of my back. Yeah, yeah. Tell me about your love for English music. What songs really, really inspire you, would you say? Uh,
Oof. A lot of one. I mean, I'm a huge fan, for example, of the Beatles.
oh, really?
I mean, yeah, I like them a lot. Florence and the Machine, Adele, Taylor Swift. I'm going to say it. Yes, I like her very much. Aretha
Ah,
Franklin. I don't know. I
oh,
mean, a lot of amazing
yeah.
women's and in general English music is
A lot
something
of
that
women.
moves me.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh, interesting, interesting. Yeah, I have to say, do you know Katrina and the Waves? Before your time, I suppose. Before you were born, maybe
Mm.
Katrina and the Waves. They were good. I like Katrina, but not the Waves so much. But Florence and the Machine, yeah, and the Beatles, yeah. If Florence and the Machine were coming to my house for dinner, or if I was going to them for dinner, I often wonder what they would cook for me. Not a strange thing, when you think of a famous person, you think, oh, what would they cook for me? Maybe I love food too much, perhaps. It's funny, isn't it?
It's a good question. I mean, I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a nice thing to think about. Okay, do you have any more idioms you want to share?
Yeah, I have
Go on.
a one that I like a lot too. Like we will cross that bridge when we will cross that bridge when we come to it.
That's it. Yeah, yeah, we'll do
Yeah.
that from only when we have to. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, another thing that you can say in English, and I like this one because it's quite funny. Um, you know the phrase "get over it"? Like if someone is complaining, you can say, "Oh,
Yeah,
get over it," or
I like it. Yeah, yeah.
it is good. You can also say, "Oh, build a bridge." Like
Oh, I
build
didn't.
a yeah,
I
build a bridge and then get over it. You know,
okay, I love
so
it.
it's funny. Build a bridge and then get over it to walk over it. Yeah, so you can just say, "Oh, please build a bridge." It's a nice thing to say.
I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah. There's some lovely bridges in my town. Do you like bridges? Have you ever thought about bridges?
Bridges.
Yeah, a lovely
Mm,
bridge in my town. Yeah, big
mm.
old Victorian bridge in my town with the pillars, very grand looking. Yeah, Queen Victoria was coming to visit 100 years ago, so they built a bridge in her honor. I'm sure she
Oh,
didn't care. She was a tough woman.
yeah. But it's like a nice monument to have built for you. I mean, a bridge.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's
it's very
nice.
ornate, very
Yeah,
beautiful. Yeah, very beautiful bridge. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, it's lovely. A little bit dangerous now. It's getting old. Needs
yeah,
repairing, I think. But yeah, yeah. Um, lovely. It's great to go through some idioms, isn't it?
yeah,
You mentioned phrasal verbs. I think everyone finds those hard, don't they? Phrasal
yeah,
verbs.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think a mutual thing from a student. Like, what do you hate the most about English? Phrasal verbs.
Yeah, it's that whole double meaning thing because
Yeah,
they can be literal, but
yeah,
most of them are a little bit mystical, a little bit
yeah,
weird and metaphorical, and you could never work out the meaning, you know?
yeah,
Yeah. But I don't know why we have those or why we have so many of them, but because of the thing with immigration. Our language is changing now. So these
Yeah.
kinds of things, especially our older idioms, are disappearing. There was an idiom my grandmother used to say. If she was surprised by something, she would say, "Oh, I'll go to the foot of the stairs. I'm so surprised. It means I'll go to the bottom of the stairs, the foot of the stairs." But that's one I haven't heard in years. And it
I
just shows,
never heard of it.
no, it's very old. Even here, I think a lot of people wouldn't know that, especially younger people. Go to the foot of the stairs, which again proves phrasal verbs have a shelf life. That just means that they have a begin date and an end date. They don't all last
Yeah.
forever. Yeah, yeah. Idioms and phrasal verbs. But yeah, talking about phrasal verbs, I heard one the other day in the news. There was a standoff. Um,
Yeah.
any ideas? What does it mean, a standoff? Any
Wh-
idea?
When when you it it depends on the context or not, because standoff is like, for me, when I hear to the word, no, if, for example, my boss is angry all the time or yelling at me all the time, I'm going to stand up and say, hey, you have to be
No,
eh,
that's stand up. I'm going to
stand
stand
up.
up against my boss.
Hmm.
A standoff is when there's an argument between two people. Yeah,
Uh,
like
but it
today. Yeah, go on, tell me.
but it's quite the same or not?
No, if you stand up against someone who's pushing you down, you are defending yourself. A standoff is when there's an argument between two people. Oh,
Ah,
there
okay.
is a standoff. It's used more like a noun rather than a verb. It's more like a phrasal noun, or there is a standoff. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's
Okay,
not
okay.
like I'm going to stand up. It's though there's a standoff. Actually, there was a standoff earlier today with the police at Big Ben. Did you hear? Some guy climbed
No,
up the side of Big Ben, and the police had to get him down, and there was a standoff because he refused to come down. Yeah.
you can use a standoff as synonym of protest or not?
I suppose it could be a protest if it was an angry one. Yeah.
Mm,
I
okay.
think the key with standoff, though, is it's used more as a noun. It's a standoff rather than something that you're doing or
Yeah.
think it's an action of a verb, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting, isn't it? Interesting.
Yeah. Again, it's very difficult because you have to have like a deep knowledge of the meaning of the prepositions to understand the phrasal verbs. So yeah, stand up. It got mixed with the stand up,
Yeah. But
and this
even,
happened a lot.
oh yeah, even with us, a lot of people here wouldn't know the meanings of some phrasal verbs. I had a boss once who used to always say, um, when he was trying to catch team members doing something wrong, he would say, "Well, we'll just wait till the tide goes out and we'll see who's been swimming without their bathing costumes."
Jesus.
It's a very strange thing to say, isn't it?
My goodness.
Yeah, very
Very
long.
dramatic.
Very British, huh?
Yeah. My
Yeah.
goodness.
Well, I guess our time is coming to an end because I can see that Zoom is warning me that this meeting will close. So thank you so much for being here. It's been lovely to hear you on my podcast, and I hope you come back.
Yeah,
Um,
I hope too. Thanks to you for having me. It was a pleasure.
oh, I'm really happy to have you. It's just good to actually have someone here. Usually, when I ask people to come on a podcast, they're no. They run away as quickly as they can. Uh,
Nah, nothing to lose. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. Maybe next time you can tell us a little bit more about Galicia, what it's like. Be quite nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever you want.
Is it true that they have their own language over there?
Yeah, of course we speak Galician that is very similar to Portuguese.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah. I know that in Galician culture they have a lot of Gallic things that we have
yeah,
here, like Samain, which we
yeah,
call Samhain, for example. Yeah, very interesting, isn't it? Yeah. And
yeah,
I'm sure the food is delicious because Spanish food always is.
yeah. That's true.
All right then. Well, thank you so much. So I'll catch up with you again soon. Thank you.
Thanks to you, Joseph. Bye.